first thing I would like to do is tell you a little bit more about the presenters. Rosetta is the Executive Vice President for Direct-to-Consumer Solutions. She has over 20 years of experience in the apparel and retail industry, delivering software solutions from product lifecycle to supply chain to distribution and financial systems. Over the years, she has held various positions with increasing responsibilities to bring business solutions that lead to business transformation. Jawad is the Senior Vice President for Product Development and Professional Services. He has been extensively involved in technical, functional, management, governance, and leadership roles in the organisation. Over the years, Jawad has done extensive work in consumer goods supply chain and retail industry involving numerous multi-billion corporations running complex supply chains. With over 20 years of experience, Jim is an industry veteran and subject matter expert for the apparel and retail industry. Jim has extensive real-world experience of industry-standard business process practices, enterprise business systems, business operations, and has been successful in numerous implementation from initiation through execution and successful rollout. And now I'm going to pass it over to Rosetta, who will get us started on today's presentation.
Thank you, Kate, and welcome all. Today we're just going to talk about a lot of supply chain optimization opportunity through enhanced collaboration. For years, supply and demand has been reconciled through laborious spreadsheets that were guarded with fear and prayers, and each segment of demand, supply, and suppliers worked in silo with periodic touch points. The process followed very linear, and each step depended upon the other on the long road from design to delivery. The proliferation of technology in all aspects of our lives has changed the game forever. The boundaries of time, space, and culture have dissipated through the web and social media. It has brought a familiarity of the world that never existed, and ironically, as we blend the culture, our need to distinguish ourselves has grown at the same rate. Fashion and products we use have become our tool of choice for individuality. The concept of fall and spring markets is ceremonial, as markets have become a continuous flow where most trends are dictated by the buzz on the web or social media. Wholesalers and retailers are doing somersaults to provide constant new products to engage and retain market share. But how do you capture sentiment at the speed of the web and social media and deliver to the right demographics at the right time? How do you communicate and create a personal experience for each individual and yet keep efficiencies and costs at bay to maintain and increase profits? Luckily, technology advancements have also been developed for the business that make it possible to capture, collaborate, and analyze a large amount of data to understand buying behaviors of the consumer. A new breed of software is available to address challenges and provide growing apparel business an opportunity to follow apparel production and retail effectively. These days, apparel companies and retailers are relying on the end-to-end product lifecycle management software for apparel, textile development, and customer differentiation while maintaining cost effectiveness and efficiency. Whether small or large, every company benefits from PLM systems to streamline their designing and production activities to meet the global competition and expanding its business through collaborative functions that shortens lead time while keeping the company growth in line with expectation. Next slide. To be more specific, there are key challenges for the apparel business in the global landscape. The current volatile economic condition, as well as changing social technology landscape, are driving continuous shift in consumer behavior and preferences. Conventional thinking based on narrow focus on specific type of products for specific type of customers may not be the optimal strategy anymore. Also, the diverse consumer segments and their unique preferences is another significant challenge to traditional ways of conducting fashion apparel businesses. Keep up with tracking and reacting to the changes in broader preferences poses a significant challenge. These multi-directional forces are shaping up the new realities for brand-conscious fashion apparel companies and creating need for increasing focus on keeping up with the changes in traditional retail experience, as well as the need to launch the omni-channel retail initiatives to keep up with the consumer expectation for staying relevant and on demand. During past few decades, the choice of sourcing locations has been rather limited. For example, government-backed Chinese industry has the dominant sourcing power in global industry. As the new reality is shaping up, that is subject to have some impact on the new countries like India, Mexico, Brazil, Turkey, Vietnam, are now strong competition as well as positioned to gain greater shares in high-value consumer market. Lastly, the most fundamental focal point for business, apparel business, is to have the ability to deliver the targeted merchandise to the markets at higher velocity. By velocity, I mean not just speeding up the piles of merchandise to the markets, but having a targeted and directional approach where consumer, their geographies, and their specific preferences are continuously monitored and product variants are delivered accordingly in the right quantity in the short amount of time to maintain a dynamic brand image. Next. Key opportunities for the fashion apparel business fall under increasing demand and enhancing sourcing flexibility that can be achieved through business agility. While economists continue to predict relatively low growth in the developed world for the next few years, emerging markets and their consumer economics are expected to grow at a relatively faster pace. The expansion and growth-oriented fashion apparel companies should simply not ignore this trend. The opportunities for the apparel company exist in the form of starting up their regional local subsidiaries or setting up local franchise arrangements as delivered mechanism of their merchandise to the global consumer base. An interesting aspect of this phenomenon is that the same low-cost sourcing location are given rights to the emerging global consumer class. Therefore, the sustainable growth opportunity exists for the innovative business leader to develop robust local or regional delivery mechanism and expand the consumer base across geographies. In the current volatile economic condition, the ability to capture market share is of paramount importance. The company will excel in their understanding of consumer behavior and preferences and are capable of continuing evolving themselves according or are bound to succeed and expand. Another important factor is understanding consumer is through improved understanding of consumer segment and demographic facts. The current consumer base includes Generation X, Y, and aging baby boomers, each having their own dynamics, which are driven by overall economic conditions as well as social interaction on the various media forms. These preferences are not limited to products only, but also encompass the overall shopping experience as a whole. As mentioned in previous slides, it is important for apparel company to have an infrastructure that means to work with a more diverse and global pool of sourcing partners in an efficient manner. As supply base is expanding beyond a few limited geographies, the apparel companies need to be responsive in building new relationships and be more geographically diverse for reducing supply risk and promoting competitive culture among the network of competing suppliers. This means companies need to develop global outreach as well as abilities to interoperate in a broader global setting. Business agility is the prerequisite for effectively availing all of these major opportunities. In the apparel space for driving higher revenues and profitability. Business agility encompasses continuous evolution in terms of business model, branding, product processes, and the ability to adapt rapidly and cost efficiently to environmental changes. Competition is tough in the apparel corporate world. There are occasions when the industry leader is caught unprepared, leading to its demise. However, the business leader that invests in technology, systems, and keep their merchandise aligned with demand are the ones that most often succeed due to their higher degree of adaptability to the ever-changing competitive landscape. These alignments result in higher revenues and mitigation of business risk and greater profitability through broader customer outreach. Achieving business agility is key to the overall ability to adapt and action business shifts to create demand and profitability. The role of robust technology and infrastructure is pivotal importance in achieving business agility. The agility requires right set of technology and system that support long-term growth instead of short-term ad hoc arrangement. Having strong capability boosts executive confidence, taking aggressive decisions by making new line of business acquisition, and be more fluid in building global sourcing and demand delivery partnership. Having global capabilities in an ERP solution is important to allow for greater flexibility down the road. Having such a capability deployed can lead to availing significant opportunities with minimal tactical investments. Support for continuous evolution is essential for providing flexibility to adapt to fast emerging trends in technology as well as business domain. This includes social media integration, open connectivity with new media, collaborative B2B, B2C infrastructure, etc. The system should be simple and flexible to allow businesses to adapt rapidly and cost efficiently to the strategic initiatives like realignment, launching new brands or legal entities, or any change in operational procedures. Keep merchandise aligned with demand based on reduced concept to source cycle to achieve fast fashion model is an important consideration. Solid PLM capabilities embedded in the ERP or shared and well managed to master data can help companies achieve the required efficiencies. Achieving operational efficiency, though, visibly and streamlines business process execution as well as keep manual and error-prone methods to a minimum. Having workflow capabilities available and applied to a suitable business process can have significant impact. An ideal solution for apparel needs to be robust and should offer full range of enterprise functionality through a single system to keep the deployment and operational costs low, and yet delivering the promise of achieving and supporting business agility. Such a global unified solution should provide support for concept to source, which is the full PLM functionality, procure to pay, omni-channel retail, global capability, as well as collaboration features so that all options of steering the business direction remain open for the executive leadership. And now I pass it over to Jawad.
Thanks, Rosetta. Continuing the discussion on business agility supported by global unified systems, Microsoft came up with the answer with the rollout of its latest Microsoft Dynamics AX 2000 platform earlier last year for the growing enterprise customers. Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 with EdgeAX suite makes a cutting-edge global unified apparel solution which allows for rapid deployment and cutting the traditional implementation time frame by up to 50%. Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 with EdgeAX suite, which is specifically about adding apparel business-specific functionality, supports all key functional areas including concept to source, procure to pay, order to cash, provides omni-channel retail infrastructure to support retail initiatives, offers global capabilities for over 36 countries, promotes collaboration culture, and also provides various flexible deployment options. Being a unified, simple, powerful, and agile solution, the system empowers business leaders to take bold decisions and thrive in a dynamic global environment. As indicated by Gartner's study, Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 rubs shoulders with SAP All-in-One as the industry leader among SMB enterprise solutions and exceeds in certain respects. The system can be deployed at a fraction of a cost compared to the competition due to its highly flexible licensing model. Another study conducted by Panorama Consulting shows that Microsoft Dynamics AX is far better positioned to provide quick ROI in less than a year, whereas the other ERP implementations take up to 3 years to mature to a point where ROI can be realized. This is particularly important for the SMBs who have relatively less endurance for long-term ROI on capital investments. Microsoft Dynamics, along with EdgeAX Suite, provides a unique and very broad set of pre-built functionality which has been specifically designed for the industry based on the best practices and is conducive to rapid implementation. As you can see in the blue boxes on the left side of the slide, which basically reflect the fundamental horizontal core capabilities of Microsoft Dynamics which are available out of the box. And they pretty much cover most of the back-end business functions, which includes financial management, human capital management, extensive business intelligence reporting, production, supply chain management, procurement and sourcing, project management and accounting, sales and marketing, as well as service management. In addition to that, Microsoft is also in the process of launching very extensive distribution and other functionalities which will become available as part of the ERP itself with the next release. In addition to the core horizontal capabilities, Microsoft Dynamics provides industry capabilities for manufacturing, service, distribution, and retail at a broader level. And EdgeAX basically layer adds a very apparel-specific functionality on top of Microsoft Dynamics, which includes a full product lifecycle management module, apparel supply chain management add-ons, electronic data interchange functionality, as well as the tailored, customized functionality for the apparel, fashion, retail vertical. And these functionalities allow the rapid implementation, what we call it, of Dynamics AX for the apparel business at a fraction of the cost compared to a typical ERP implementation. The current slide shows the technical capabilities at a very high level of Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012. So again, I'm going to start off with the deployment. Dynamics AX provides ease of deployment. So there are various different options available. You can basically deploy systems through some hosted partner. You can do your online on-premise deployment, and also the Azure implementation deployment through infrastructure as a service is already possible. And Microsoft's roadmap, the full platform as a service option for deployment is expected to be available sometime in the year of 2014. System provides embedded business intelligence. By embedded, what I mean is that you don't have to buy any third-party tool and spend a lot of your valuable dollars or capital investments into building your BI capability. If you deploy Microsoft Dynamics based on the standard technology, a very robust, very usable, and extremely flexible BI options are available, which provides executive level, team level, and individual BI level options to diverse set of users within your enterprises. System comes packaged with pre-built workflow capabilities which are embedded into the system itself, which are extremely flexible and can be tailored from business to business depending on individual business needs. Systems has a very robust web service endpoint-based capabilities called Application Integration Framework, through which system can talk to a diverse set of devices, systems, or partners across the World Wide Web without having to heavily invest on those technologies as an add-on to your ERP assets. And another key capability is the web-based enterprise portal, which is based on the SharePoint. And again, this web-based enterprise portal becomes available right out of the box and is covered under the Microsoft Dynamics licensing. In addition to that, regarding the retail, omni-channel retail side of the business, system provides centralized data and order management across all channels. That means orders are visible to all channels, including the back office staff of any retail operation, without having to do any custom development. Cross-channel and cross-device workflows are available, including the mobility support for tablets, as well as web-based and desktop-based users. System provides symmetrical online retail, omni-channel retail services to support complex omni-channel workflows. And lastly, with the last release of Microsoft Dynamics, the e-commerce is fully supported, and a very capable web storefront is available, which can be further customized or tailored from branding point of view from one business to the other. So wrapping it up altogether, being a highly capable and unified solution, Microsoft Dynamics AX and EdgeAX helps companies develop highly integrated and collaborative culture by streamlining financial, supply chain management, replenishment, omni-channel retail operations through multi-device, multi-channel, and cross-functional workflows. Being a unified global solution, the system supports internationalization for 36 countries and provides a global view across various different sub-companies within the same holding company. So at this point, I'm going to switch on to my colleague Jim Drought, who's going to provide us with some of the highlights of the Microsoft Dynamics AX with EdgeAX suite, and will demonstrate how this solution is a tailor-made, custom-fit solution for the most apparel businesses. May those be pure retailers, may those be brand companies which are into the wholesale business, thinking about launching their retail side of the initiative, or if they want to go global and enhance their distribution networks across the globe. Jim?
Thank you, Jawad. Next slide, please. Organizations can be complex. They can span multiple geographies and consist of heterogeneous company structure. Organizations change structures as a result of divestitures and acquisitions and may need to model such changes. Not every company has the same requirements, especially when the organization consists of many different businesses. For example, a mix of retail and manufacturing companies. In this example, the structure might need to be completely different, as one part of the business might require analysis by store location, while the other manufacturing organizations need to analyze by production facility. Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 R2 supports different organization structures, languages, calendars, and the use of different dimensions. Next slide, please. The policy framework helps business stakeholders to create and set up policy rules in several areas of the business, such as employee expenditure controls, vendor invoice policies, procurement policies, document approval policies, organizational audit policies. Dynamics AX 2012 policy framework enforces rules for the users to help improve and streamline the business process. The framework is seamlessly integrated with organizational hierarchies. A complete audit trail of organization policies, past, current, and future is available. In this slide, you see an example of an expense policy created and selected for specific organizations. Next slide, please. At its core, there are four major principles driving the EdgeAX PLM application. Collaboration and reuse facilitates the sharing of information both internally and externally, and reapplying successful strategies to expedite business processes. Seamless integration results in sharing applications, data structures, and master data with downstream supply chain functions. Insights are gained from out-of-box analytics and operational business intelligence for managing the product portfolio and processes. Process management is optimized by leveraging the effective built-in workflow capabilities of Dynamics AX without having to deploy expensive third-party tools. Next slide, please. EdgeAX PLM was created as a separate module that provides a usability experience consistent with Dynamics AX core functionality. As you can see on the screen, all menu options are available on the EdgeAX PLM area page. This area page is also available on the left menu, as with out-of-the-box Dynamics AX modules. Given the consistency of the overall usability of EdgeAX PLM with the Dynamics AX, the end-user training and adoption overhead is greatly minimized. The EdgeAX PLM specific functions as well as MS Dynamics AX functions are included in the area page for both enhanced and existing functions for the apparel and retail vertical. Common menu groups with major functions include the creation and maintenance of products, creation and maintenance of materials, requests for quotations, sample order processing, extensive line plan view processing, vendor menu options, material attributes that expand to provide structures of common industry attributes, a costing menu to support the costing functions, reports and inquiries, seasonal tabs including calendar definitions and concepts and images processing. Product reference tabs groups are available to support the maintenance of sizes, colors, measurements, construction sets, and product attributes. Next slide, please. The apparel industry manages sizes for products based on one or two dimensions of size. The EdgeAX PLM solution defines size groups that are sequenced to ensure that sizes are displayed visually in a meaningful order. To provide a second dimension for products such as a pre-cuffed pant, EdgeAX PLM uses configuration groups to define a second dimension. A size range identifies the combination of configurations and sizes that are valid for a product. Functionality related to standardized definitions of sizes are associated with the unique size configuration combinations. Base sizes are defined for use on tech packs and sample processing. EdgeAX further provides methods to define a spread of units from a total. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. In today's global environment, it's common for companies to operate with subsidiaries in multiple countries or to otherwise sell product with varying currencies, prices, and cost structures. For this reason, there may be multiple legal entities created. MS Dynamics allows a product to be created and to share that setup to all legal entities where the product may be required. A release function provides visibility to legal entities to support that. For specifications, specifications are essential in the apparel retail industry and was newly created in the EdgeAX PLM module to maintain pace with the speed of fashion, demand for new product, and to create efficiencies in process by collaborating with vendors, designers, and sourcing specialists alike. The PLM specification function defines the specification of a specific product and includes comments related to the product images, including Adobe Illustrator integration, construction details with images support for construction points, measurement and grading rules, bill of material detail with component placement, and vendors. Next slide, please. The tech pack can be viewed from multiple functions, such as the specification setup, the line plan view, and the portals that support communication with internal and external resources. By providing this access, self-service and collaboration among the users of the tech pack is enabled over the course of the global day. Segments of the report that can be include a product summary, image pages, construction set, measurements, grading rules, bills of material, and fit sheets, as you see these on the page. While maintaining base Dynamics AX functionality for implementation and upgrade compatibility, the EdgeAX PLM cost estimation sheets function structures base Dynamics AX functionality along procurement, manufacturing, and subcontracting structures. The cost estimation sheet provides the necessary comparisons needed to compare cost across vendors, to view underlying bills of material, and to determine accurate margins. The cost estimate sheet can be structured to include prices, charges, indirect costs, labor, and materials. Intermediate values can be calculated and subtotals identified. The overall structure can be saved to a template that can be selected for similar products. Manufacturing cost estimate sheet functionality includes the ability to specify routings and operations if desired. The integration of line planning and seasonality is of critical importance. Given the depth and breadth of seasonal assortments in a typical apparel business, the flexibility and adaptability to user demands is key to a good line planning tool. EdgeAX PLM allows you to capture data to set the foundation of the line plan and then maneuver through the line plan with ease, regardless of whether you want to view and maintain a single product or view and mass maintain a full line. The line plan view is an EdgeAX PLM define function that includes a series of powerful functions related to products within a season. The slide display shows a grid to display and maintain a product view. Alternate views include the bill of material, color, sourcing, and costing views. Additional panes, action panes, allow the copying of products to create a new product, the ability to carry product over to a new season, to generate requests for quotation and specifications, and to define, view, and adopt placeholders in the seasonal line. EdgeAX PLM has established a comprehensive portal functionality for internal and external users that not only allows collaboration, but it operates in the Mac world where designers live. Designers and sourcing team members typically require out-of-the-office access to product data. This portal functionality provides the on-the-go business user ready access to important information anywhere, anytime. Functionality includes the ability to create, view, and maintain products, product images, concepts and images, requests for quotation, samples, specifications, and line boards. Note that one can also select product to publish to a designer portal. This allows one to publish to a collaborative community product for which you desire to receive feedback in the way of likes, comments, and so forth. From the Enterprise portal, one can view line boards that have been linked to the various seasons. This line board functionality allows you to view product images and share line information so as to facilitate market activities. The line board functionality is accessed from the line board on the Enterprise portal, but can also be accessed from the line plan view of the FIC client. The vendor portal provides a collaborative environment to communicate with vendors included in the company supply chain, streamlining communication, improving quality, and expediting time to market. Such communication includes viewing, maintaining selected vendor profile and contacts information, distributing product information, including the specifications, distributing and responding to requests for quotation, tracking the status of product samples. The integration of the vendor into the collaborative process provides a significant opportunity for reducing product development time. Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 is a powerful application. For the apparel industry, there are certain functionalities that significantly aid in transaction processing. These capabilities include size, scale, and grid functionality, which includes support for common industry practice for 1 and 2 dimensions of sizes for products, and it provides a method to spread units from total. Comprehensive costing, including costing for procurement, manufacturing, and outsourced product. Prepacks, including the definition of the product as well as transaction processing. Demand allocation, to reserve supply against sales order demand and to efficiently generate pick slips. Bulk sales order processing, mass maintenance of sales orders and purchase order transactions. Automatic invoicing triggered by the confirmed shipment of pick slips. Inbound shipment tracking of purchase orders from suppliers. Direct shipment functionality for shipment from a factory or port to a customer. Scheduled deliveries enhancements, including extended credit management and order hold enhancements. Finally, customer setups to recognize stores, distribution centers, and common Mark IV structures. On an ongoing basis, apparel companies must be able to identify the availability of product over a size range pegged by a time window. Frequently, a user must determine size availability within a color or for all SKUs within an item. The EdgeAX supply overview provides an instant view of supply and demand of an item on a calendar horizon. The calendar horizon is configurable, and alternative calendars can be viewed. A grid displaying demand, supply, and net inventory positions can be viewed so that columns are by day, by week, or monthly time horizons. The EdgeAX supply schedule provides visibility to conditions where broken sizes occur and allows rapid drill down to the size level of the inventory positions. A line matrix functionality allows one to view the size breakouts of a cell summarized to the item color or other selected product dimensions. The quick order entry and color size matrix on order entry is one of the key fashion and apparel industry requirements. EdgeAX supply chain management solution provides out-of-the-box capability to facilitate quick order entry at an item color level. Quick order entry heavily uses defaults for order entry, line entry to reduce redundancy. EdgeAX SEM provides a color size matrix entry to enter size quantities or to spread a distribution of units over a ratio or spread. Size distributions used for multiple item colors can be copied from a prior item or color. The solution is simple and intuitive, involves minimal navigation, and provides line and overall order summary views. The solution is built on top of out-of-the-box order entry and provides a consistent look and feel to users. One of the selling opportunities used with increasing frequency is that of providing visibility of cross-channel inventory availability at various locations. Most typically, this capability includes the ability for retail stores to view inventory available at other retail store locations or from e-commerce servicing locations. For companies that significantly service wholesale customers, there may be a need to easily share inventory for B2C customers, yet there may be a requirement to provide approval process to share inventory across both the B2B and B2C sales. And in order to address this issue, EdgeAX SEM utilizes Microsoft Dynamics definitions for inventory profiles to optionally define multiple channels. It associates owners as part of the setup so as to designate wholesale customers or other entities for whom inventory is planned to be protected so as to segregate inventory. And it provides a configurable workflow process to transfer inventory across channels upon the approval of the designated approver. This process minimizes delay for transfer of inventory while maintaining consistency for inventory sharing across channels. It also supports the inventory segregation for supply transactions. Okay, mass maintenance. The EdgeAX mass maintenance functionality provides key capabilities to view the or to create mass maintenance transactions for purchase order and sales order maintenance. It includes the capability to filter on particular transactions, to look at candidates that are defined by those transactions, to define the updates to be performed, and then to accept those changes, and then potentially to revert those particular changes if one decides to back out particular changes for mass maintenance. Next slide. Allocation functionality includes the capability to define for demand purposes a view of sales orders matched against supply. It provides the flexibility to define the selection of sales orders to be included, a selection of the supply to be included. One can view the candidates that are selected by the allocation schedule and to adjust those results. One can then accept the allocation results and generate the pick slips or reserve inventory according to those results. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Financial dimension, I guess I need to be on the financial dimensions. Companies require varying degrees of complexity in structuring the financial reporting required for the enterprise. Microsoft Dynamics AX provides a flexible structure to use financial dimensions for multiple types of reporting based on trial balances, dimension statements, and financial statements. All GL reports also would be based on dimensions or account or dimension sets. The account structure allows relationships to be derived from the organizational hierarchy for additional reporting needs. Management Reporter is used for the creation, distribution, and analysis of financial statements and other financial reports. Custom reports can be built with an end-user friendly report designer interface based on Microsoft Dynamics AX ledger accounts and dimensions, with the ability to slice general ledger information into rows, columns, and hierarchies to get insight into actionable information. Robust formatting helps highlight key areas on a report and create quality reports. Multiple report delivery options exist for pre-built report delivery to financial users with all standard output formats supported. Features also include reports collaboration and an on-screen report viewer. Budget planning is integrated with the ledger, the chart of accounts, fixed assets, human resources, organization hierarchies, workflow, and budget control. Budget plan templates can be created in Excel and budget justification documents in Microsoft Word, both using Office add-ins which were introduced in Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012. As part of the setup of business planning purpose, multi-department department workflows can be configured for the review and approval of budget plans reflecting the policies and requirements of the organization. As well as organizational hierarchies, budget planning is integrated with other Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 R2 modules so that budget plans can be populated with data. Next slide, please. Cost center allocations are part of the financial account structure and are allowed to be selected based on hierarchy relationship associations. Allocation rules can be created to distribute costs from either a main account or financial dimensions to any other main account or financial dimension. A batch job execution triggers this allocation, and the actual accounting entries are posted to the ledger for this distribution. Example in the slide shows an allocation by month over a 12-month period. Organizations with multiple subsidiaries frequently create redundant setups. These redundant setups degrade the quality of data and somewhat inherently result in inefficiency. Microsoft Dynamics uses master data management to support the ability to share common setups. Under this structure, address books are used for all master part data in an organized manner. Consistent and standardized party information across the enterprise gives way to accurate and true business insights through reporting without data cleanup transformation requirements. Party contacts and address information is shared across the legal entities. Also, because of master data architecture, master product information can be set up once, and this setup can be utilized across the enterprise. The image above references the product definition, where setups can be shared. Jawad?
The key area for systems and capabilities with regard to the insight and visibility. So Microsoft Dynamics AX has very extensive BI capabilities, both in terms of technologies and pre-built assets, which cover from accounts payable, accounts receivable, through budget planning, purchasing, sales and marketing, and down to the retail. And EdgeAX Suite basically provides extensive add-ons, BI capability for fashion apparel retail business by providing executive retail business intelligence module, which is a web-based real-time reporting capability, which provides the top-level executive views to various different brand presidents, or any other key stakeholders in the organization. The second module, which is in the last column, retail business intelligence, which provides very detailed information down to the product level, to the retail channel level, even down to the store associate level, with all the necessary information to conduct their day-to-day business, may it be operational or the analytical. And then VisionNet team also added the product data management intelligence as part of the PLM extension to the overall BI capability of Dynamics AX 2012 and EdgeAX Suite combined. In terms of the executive portal, executive dashboards can be set up uniquely for the individual users according to the need. An example of a sales and margin dashboard is displayed, which allows the users to view corporate performance in one view. Compare regional sales performance, view sales and gross margin performance for enterprise, regions, and stores, view sales trends and comparative trend at a glance, use filters to view information in different time periods, or gauge regional performance at a glance. It is a perfect fit for enterprise distributed across regions and geographies into various different channels. And system basically provides very detailed, extensive filters to view information in different time periods as well as regions. In Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012, additional KPIs have been added to help organizations get improved business insights with a pre-built solution. If reports are required which do not already exist, business users can easily create new reports by opening Power View right from Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 R2 Client or Excel. And this eliminates the need to search for the right data source. It enables the users to easily access trusted data from analysis services cubes and use the visualization experience in Power View and or reporting services to turn data into insights. So at this point, I will pass on to Rosetta for a quick recap and the QA session. Rosetta?
Thanks, Jawad. Yeah, as we're running out of time here. In summary, achieving business agility and agile solution is imperative for achieving demand and profit growth. Investing in the right business solution enables business leaders to have the visibility and knowledge of their product and customer needs and wants to grow their business with greater confidence. Cutting-edge unified global enterprise systems play a vital role in aligning the organization and use the power of many to grow demand and profits. Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 with EdgeAX provides flexibility and adaptability to meet changing and growing apparel and business retail business across multi-company, multi-brand, and multi-geography. So we'll go quickly into a couple Q&A questions. We have a couple questions that we'll go through. The first one I have here is, how are the EdgeAX components deployed with Dynamics AX? Do they require separate physical infrastructure and investment? And I'll ask Jawad to provide us a quick answer on that.
Sure, Rosetta. Actually, the answer is no, because, the EdgeAX suite has been developed in absolute technical and functional alignment with Microsoft Dynamics AX itself. So all the EdgeAX suite components, they are deployed right on top of, into actually the Microsoft Dynamics AX server farm, and you do not need, as a customer, they do not need to purchase any third-party components or servers or any additional infrastructure to leverage these applications and assets.
Thank you, Jawad. A second question I have here, is it possible to carry out costing before you get too far into production? Jim, maybe you can help us with that question.
Where production, we continue to see ongoing sourcing models where production is sourced throughout the procurement process. In determining landed costs, the most volatile element of cost is the logistical cost of transport from point of manufacturing to distribution. Key benefits from a full implementation of our solution lies in determining the correct mix of transportation modes, taking waste from the air-boat shipping mix, and collapsing the timeline from the point of initial cost estimates to the time of the transportation. And then engaging the logistical operation in the collaborative process during the product development process is also key. When combined with current logistical performance, we believe that there is a clear potential to improve costing estimates.
Thank you, Jim. We are running short, but we'll sneak in one more question, and it is, what is the expected deployment timeline for EdgeAX PLM? So I'll have Jawad take us through that quickly.
Sure, Rosetta, and at the end of the day, basically the implementation time frame obviously varies from customer to customer, but based on our assessment and the time we have spent with customers and prospects in developing this application, it can actually be deployed relatively faster compared to traditional ERP implementations, and the time and cost saving for implementing EdgeAX suite with Dynamics AX for an Apparel solution could be as much as 40 to 50% less than traditional implementation, so which is a significant implementation savings, which can also result in substantial return on investments in a very short amount of time.
Thank you, Jawad. So in view of the time, we will reply directly to other questions posed today, and I want to thank all of you for your participation and your time today.